All right, shalom, shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great. First off and foremost, call halal Yom Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of all Israel, which are the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Bukharim. All right. One thing I'm going today is basically following footsteps, because this thing begins with Yahweh Shai. You know, this is First Peter 2 and 21. For even hereunto we are called, for even hereunto were ye called, or we are called, you know, Yahweh Ratazah, we are chosen also, because Mashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example, all right, that ye should follow his steps, all right. So it starts with Yahweh Shai, man. We following his steps. Matter of fact, what did Paul say? Be ye followers of me, because basically I'm a follower of Mashiach. All right? So we have examples in front of us, brothers. All right? Okay, listen, put it this way. Like the scriptures say, each sort of the birds consort to their like, basically, man. So that's how the elect is going to be. The elect is going to gather with the elect. The wicked is going to gather with the wicked. All right. We have righteous examples, and you got wicked examples, man. All right. But we're going to follow the example of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know. This is let me go to Sirach real quick. All right. This is Sirach chapter 6, starting with verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. So first of all, you got to be humble in this thing. You got to be ready to hear before you talk, you know. That's why it says, if thou love to hear. All right, so if you loving to hear, who are you hearing this word from? Men that are put over you, you know, starting with the elders, the elder apostles. All right. Stand in the multitude of the elders. Oh, so we're supposed to be cleaving on to these men, all right? Exactly. And cleave unto him that is wise. So, yes, we're going to please great men. We're going to follow great men, you know. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. So that's what the elect is going to do. But you wicked ass niggas that come into this thing, you know what's going to happen eventually? Because you guys don't like order. What's going to happen eventually, the parables of understanding is going to escape you guys. Which, hey, we see examples of that. All right? And if thou seest a man of understanding, get the best times unto him, which means often, time after time after time. Let not it says, let thy foot wear the steps of his door. All right? So if you put that in the visual image, that means you're always in this man's house, so to speak. All right, you always asking this man questions. You always asking this man for counsel. You always constantly learning from this wise man. All right, you constantly following his steps. All right, it's just like a sensei or a sifu. All right, which it means master. All right, or a Jedi and his Padawan. All right, we learn from the men that are above us. All right. This is Proverbs 1 and 5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase in learning. So not only do we supposed to listen, we're supposed to increase in this thing. All right? Because yes, we are our own man in this truth. So it says, like the scriptures say, continue therein and grow thereby. All right? So we're supposed to increase in this thing. We're not supposed to stay stagnant or stay on one level, man. Because one thing about stagnant water, if it sits and it's still, you know, you have a lot of mosquitoes, a lot of parasites that enter into that water. All right, so there goes your demons. And then that water begins what? It's just sitting there. There's no motion. There's no life in it. That water begins to stink. All right, so that's examples of some of you guys out here, man. All right, we're living waters, man. We're always moving. We're just like the spirit. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning. And and a man of understanding shall obtain until wise counsel. So this man is always going to listen, is always going to get that wise counsel. Who's the wise counsel? All right? Starting with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but who did they pass it down to? The men that they set up above us, man. It's that simple, brothers. All right? So let me go to the second part of this lesson. All right? This is Zechariah 8:23. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, in those days it should come to pass that the 10 men, which that's the remnant, when you go into that word and you go into that breakdown, the 10 men, that 10th part that's left therein, all right, that's representing the elect. All right, that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations. So, hey, the remnant, all right, the elect is going to come out of every nation, man. All right, every nation, man. All right, because ultimately they're Israelites. All right, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew. All right, so in actuality, this happened to all of us. All right, because what Jeremiah 17:4, we all lost our heritage, and according to I believe that's 2 Thessalonians, the great falling away. All right, so it says, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is Jew. All right, so what's that? Cleaving unto him that's wise, man. All right, because we didn't know we was Israelites. All right, at first, but we woke up through other prophets. All right, saying we will go with you. Oh, so we're following these men, right? So which in turns, you know, this happens to us, and this happens to the younger brothers that's under us. All right, because they look at us. Oh, okay, they're the Jews. Well, so to speak, they're the Israelites. They know they're Israelites, and you know, I want to follow and study up under them. All right, because they know what we're saying is right. All right, so it says we will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh is with you. All right, matter of fact, we can see the Spirit on certain brothers, man. All right, so let me just say it this way: the elect is going to cleave unto the elect, man. All right, if you guys don't know who you following in the Spirit by now, something's wrong. All right, I'm gonna read, which brings me to my next scripture, Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy upon Jacob and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined into them, and they shall cleave into the house of Jacob. So who is that? All right, it's not a strange breakdown. That's talking about Israelite foreigners, man. All right, because in actuality, I'm saying once again, every last one of us are Israelite foreigners, man. All right, we all were Gentiles, man. So these scriptures go for all of us. But now, on a certain sense, we got this knowledge. So the other people that are without, they're looking at us in this sort of way, man. All right, because we got the knowledge, so they're gonna want to cleave unto us, and so on and so forth. All right, this thing is it's a ladder, and the ladder has to do with the order, man. All right, certain levels, you know, certain offices. All right, certain jobs, certain talents, you know. So that's how it goes. With that, I hope this video was edifying for you, brethren. Stay strong. You know, we almost out of here. Like literally, brothers, we are almost out of here, man. So, hey, fight that good fight. Endure to the end, like the scriptures say. Hey, keep them prayers up. Pray to Yahweh Shem Shai that you're part of the elect, man. All right, because, hey, many are called, few are chosen. So with that, call Halayim Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of all Israel, which are the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations and peace and blessings to the Bakharim. All right, that Shalom, death to America, Abal, Babal.